Right, let's start. So this is the sixth lecture, lecture number 6. Title, unit number 5. Title for this unit, love. Page for this unit, page 50. Right, let's start. So unit 5, title for this unit, love. Brief reading 1. The question here: complete the sentences with the keywords in bold from the text that you are going to read in the next page, right? So how to do it? You can go to the next page, you read the whole of the text, you understand it, and then go back to this page to complete this exercise. Here you read the whole of the text and then use these words which are written in bold, like attracted here, right? Like attitude here, right? Like relationships, like passion and commitment, right? Use them to complete the previous exercise, which we will go back to right here with the words in bold from the text, right? Let's read. Now, before I give you my correct answers, what you do, you switch off the video, try to read and work on your sheet. After you finish, you switch on the video and compare your answers. Now, switch off the video, switch it off. Number 1, right here. Let me adjust this here, right. Let me read. 1. Marriage should be considered a strong, right, commitment and a promise. Commitment, like a promise, that a couple will work hard to love and take care of each other. Right, so we write here commitment. Number 2. Jennifer is attracted to Darren. Unfortunately, Darren isn't interested in Jennifer. So Jennifer is attracted. She falls in love with him. That's the attracted. Right, we write attracted. Next, number 3. Right. Anne doesn't like flowers as presents. She prefers, right, practical gifts that are useful. Right, so presents and gifts are the same. So here she prefers, she likes practical gifts. Right, practical. Number 4. When a relationship ends, so we write relationship. When a relationship ends, one person usually has a broken heart. Right. Right, yes. Next, number 5. He has a real passion for music. That means he likes music a lot. He can't live without it. So he has a real passion. 6. Let's read number 6. People with broken hearts develop a bad attitude to love for a while. So a bad attitude. Attitude as what we say, the experience. Something that you have tried in your life. So people with broken hearts develop a bad attitude to love for a while. Now what you do, switch on the video and compare your answers. Next exercise, pre-reading number 2. Here are 4 quotes. Quotes means parts about love. Means parts. Some people say something about love. The question, which do you agree with? Discuss your answers with a partner. Let's read what some people say about love. The question, do you agree? Let's read. Number 1. One person is saying what? Number 1. All is fair in love and war. Francis Edward Smedley. Right? Right. Someone, he said this. All is fair in love and war. Francis Edward Smedley. Right? Do you agree with this? All is fair in love and war. Next, number 2. You write agree or disagree. 2. Everybody in love is blind. Blind means he can't see. So someone is saying, everybody in love is blind, right? Who said this? Proportius. Someone called Proportius. Do you agree with this? That everybody in love is blind? He can't see? Right. 3. Somebody else is saying, love is the flower of life and blossoms unexpectedly and without law, and must be plucked where it is found, and enjoyed for the brief hours of its duration. Who said this? D.H. Lawrence. Right, maybe Dr. Howard Lawrence, maybe. Right. Do you agree with this? Do you agree with him? That love is the flower of life and the blossoms unexpectedly and without law? Do you? Right here, agree or disagree? 4. Somebody else is saying, all love that hasn't friendship for its base is like a mansion built upon sand. Who said this? Ella Wheeler Wilcox. Right. So she says, all love that hasn't friendship for its base, she means what? People who falls in love, right? And they don't have friendship before they fall in love. If they were not friends at the beginning, she says, it's like mansion built upon sand, right? It will fall down, right? Do you agree with her? You write here, agree or disagree. Right. Now pre-reading number 3. Before we read, here it says, read the text and find out which love style is yours. Choose your character according to your feeling. Right. Let's go to the text. Right. I'm going to read for you. You watch and listen carefully. The title, The 6 Styles of Love. Sorry, we have 6 styles of love, 6 shapes. Let's read. First paragraph. What does it say here? What does it say? Everyone admits that love is wonderful and necessary, yet no one agrees on just what it is. Who said this? Diane Ackerman, the author. Right. Second paragraph. All you need is love. The Beatles sang back in the 1960s. It was their song by Beatles. A bit overstated perhaps, but people generally agree that love is one of the most important things in life. However, just exactly what love is may depend on whom you ask, as psychologists have found that love means different things to different people. Right? Second paragraph. Psychologist John Allen Lee identified 6 love style categories in the early 1970s, each representing a different purpose and attitude about love that most people have. Building on Lee's work, psychology professors Susan and Clyde Hendrick created the Love Attitudes Scale, a survey which helps people identify their love style. They claim that understanding which style of love you must closely match can increase the odds of you finding your own Mr. or Mrs. Right. Next paragraph. The passionate eros. The eros type lover is the passionate lover often written about in romance novels. People with a high degree of the eros style have an intense focus on their partner that can last for years and years. Eros lovers have a very definite image, right? Definite image of what they want for a partner, and once they find this person, they go all out to win his or her love. If you find yourself only attracted to a specific kind of person, then you might have some aspects of Eros in you. Right? Next paragraph. The player ludus. So this is another style of love. Ludus are the type of lovers your mother warned you about. They look at love as a game and often cannot limit themselves to just one partner at a time. The ludus doesn't have any specific preferences, right? And flirts with almost everyone. Ludus lovers have a problem with commitment and often end relationships when things are going too well. Though ludus style lovers are often looked down on. The Hendricks point out that most just want to have a good time and rarely intend to hurt anyone. Next paragraph, another style. The stable and safe storage. Pronounced storge, right? Oh, not storge, storge. Like two separated pronunciations. Storge, right? All right, let's read. To storge type lover, friendship, commitment, and security are more important than heated romance and physical attraction. For storge, love is a safe, comfortable relationship with a person who shares similar goals and outlooks on life. Their relationships usually begin as friends and slowly develop into deeper feelings of love. Physical intimacy and wild passion are often lacking in storge relationships, yet their relationships are the most likely to endure. Right, next page here. Let's go to the next page. And another new style of love. Let's read about it. Right. Right. Yeah. This style is the practical pragma. Right. Sorry. Let's start. Sorry. I was sneezing. Pragma style lovers are very practical when it comes in love and relationships. Pragmas have a clear image of what kind of like they want and look for a partner who will help them attain it. Right? Right. What else? Right here. Right. Pragmas have a shopping list approach to relationships and shop for mates with specific qualities such as type of occupation, family, background, and responsibility. And personality. It may seem cold and calculating, but Pragmas consider this approach simply realistic. They are similar to storges in that they put less emphasis on passion and romance, but pragma lovers have preconditions for relationships, while storges often find love comes naturally from friendships. Right. Next paragraph, next style. The self-destructive manic. As the name suggests, this type of lover is a bit unstable emotionally. A manic lover, right? A manic lover yearns for love, but somehow it always becomes painful, says Susan. This lover is jealous and full of doubts about his or her partner's commitment. They also experience dramatic physical symptoms like the inability to eat and sleep. Manic lovers often push away partners by their possessive behavior and are unable to relax and allow the relationship to evolve naturally. Thus, often the manic's own actions make their worst fear that their love will leave them become reality. Right? Yeah. The saintly agape. The rarest of love style is the agapic lover. The agapic lover is the closest thing the romantic world has to sin, says Susan. Agapic lovers are able to put the needs of their love or their lover before their own. They ask for little from their partner, seeking only to give as much as they can. Agape lovers can sometimes sacrifice too much, however, and may feel unappreciated by their partners. Unappreciated by their partners. Right, yes. Next paragraph. Couples with similar love styles do tend to form longer-lasting relationships as they often share the same ideals and goals. Essentially, the more similar two people are on most relevant variables, the more likely the relationship is to be satisfying and stable. One exception might be mania, where a manic partner might be better be balanced by a partner higher in stoic or agape. Susan explains, a manic lover might be fine as long as the partner is willing to give extra attention and reassurance to help him or her feel more secure. Right? Let's go to the next paragraph, or the last paragraph here. However, couples with different love styles can still form successful unions. Knowing that your partner has a different love style or sexual style than you do can enhance communication and understanding, Susan explains. The Hendricks also know that most people are a mix of love styles and that love styles are not fixed in the genus. We propose that love styles are attitudes, not personality. Thus, there is always the potential for change. Right? So here we have covered the reading, and now we go to the next page to start exercises. Right? Next page. Yeah. We start the first exercise, first question. Right? Okay, a sip of water. Now, before we start the exercise, what advice I should give to you is, you should read again the text, right? Try to read it as native speakers does, right? Try to read correctly and record yourself while you are reading. Yeah, record yourself. After you finish, you may listen to yourself reading, right? If you like it, you can send it to your colleagues by Viber or WhatsApp to give you a review. It's a good way to improve reading. Try to read, right? let's read the exercise here. Comprehension 1. Right. The question: identify the most likely love style of each of the people below. You are going to be given names of people or persons. Give them a name of love style that mentioned in the previous text. Right? Now, before you listen to my answers, how to do it, you switch off the video, try to work on your sheet, write love style after you read about the person. After you finish 1, 2, 3 up to number 6, you can switch on the video and compare your answers. Okay? Now, switch off the video. Switch it off. Number 1. When Cynthia falls in love, she can't help but think about her boyfriend all the time. She often worries about how much he loves her. So she can't help, but she often worries about him. Right? She can't stop thinking about her boyfriend. This kind of love style, we call it manic. We write here manic. 2. Even after 3 years of being together, John likes to treat his girlfriend to romantic dinners and surprise her with gifts. So after 3 years, he still gives her, right? He likes to give her gifts, right? Invite her to dinners, right? We call this kind of style or love style eros. Eros. 3. David is a very busy man. He is dating 2 girls right now at the same time, and he is even considering asking out a 3rd girl on a date. So he doesn't mind if he has 3 girlfriends. What do we call such kind of love style? We call it ludus. L-U-D-U-S, ludus. Right? Number 4. Eric's girlfriend doesn't treat him very well. So this is number 1. He understands her though, and knows that she needs his patience and love. So what he decided to do, right? She didn't stop the relationship, but he started to be patient and continue his love to her. We call this kind or style of love, we call it, right, bragma. So where is it? Oh, sorry, we are number 4. Number 4, sorry, agape. Number 5. Samantha just broke up with her new boyfriend. Broke up means separated. She found out that he wants to have more than 1 child someday, and that is not what she has in mind for her future family. So she described her boyfriend as a child, and she doesn't like his character. So we call this kind of love style bragma. Number 6. Monica doesn't know exactly when she and her boyfriend fell in love. They just spent a lot of time with each other, and after a few years realized they loved each other. Stogie. Right, now switch on the video. Now compare your answers with the video's answers or with my answers. Comprehension 2. Answer the questions. Now before I read and give you the correct answer, what you do, the same, switch off the video, read and answer, work on your own in the sheet, right? After you finish, you switch it on and check your answers, okay? Now, switch off the video, switch it off. Number 1. Which of the following best summarizes lines 5 to 7? Is it A, B, or C? Actually, it is A. First lines 5 to 7, the summary can be: there is no one answer to what love is. You get a different answer from each person. Right, A. 2. In line 10, which expression means to add or continue the work of someone before. Right. You find in line number 10, right, there is a phrase. It means to add or continue the work of someone before. Right. The word, you find it in line 10. It's or a phrase, building on. Building on. You find it in line 10. Let's go back. In line 10. Here. Love that most people have. Building on. This one. Building on. This is the answer. Right? Building on. 3. Question number 3. In the paragraph, the player alludes which word means to act towards someone in a way that shows you are attracted to him. What's the word in that paragraph? Actually, the word is flirts. Flirts. We write flirts, right? 4. What is the best paraphrase of though lewd style lovers are often looked down on? You find it in line 29. What's the paraphrase for this? Is it A, B, C, or D? Actually, the answer is B. The paraphrase can be, most people judge lewd lovers as being bad. People, they don't like lewd lovers. They don't like them, right? Because they jump from one friend to another friend, or from one love to another love, right? People, they don't like it, right? Okay, good. Right. Next page. Let's go to the next page. Continue the exercise number 5. Yeah, sorry. Let's read. 5. Reread lines 47 up to 50. And then the question, which of the following is true? After we read lines from 47 up to line 50, about 4 lines, read A and B and C and tell me which one is true according to those 4 lines. Is it A, B, or C is true? Actually, A is true. Let's read it. Pragma lovers want people to be a certain way before they even consider being with them. So A is true. 6. In which lines is there an example of how a manic lover might be self-destructive? In which lines you find that manic lover, right, might be self-destructive? You find it in lines 56 up to 58. From 56 up to 58 here. Right, symptoms like the inability to eat, right, and sleep. Manic lovers push away partners by their possessive behavior, and they, right, are unable to relax away, right, are unable to relax and allow the relationship to evolve naturally, right? Right, very good. Yeah, very good. Oh, sorry, here? Yeah. So, in which lines, number 6? The answer in lines 56 to 58. We write here 56-58. 7. Reread lines 71 up to 75. Which of the following is true? Is it A, B, or C? Which sentence is true about lines 71 and up to 75? Actually, the sentence which is true is C. Let me read it to you. Stogie and agape lovers can help a manic lover overcome his or her weakness or weaknesses. Right? So C. We circle C. Question 8. Reread the last paragraph. Which of the following is true? Last paragraph after you finish it. Now come here. Which is true? A, B, or C? Actually, B is true. Let me read it for you. Our love styles can be changed by our efforts. Right? Okay, now after I've finished, you may switch on the video and check your answers. Right? Let's go to the next point about speaking. Discuss the questions with a partner. 1, 2, and 3. We read, you write down your notes, and then discuss it with your friend or colleague. Question 1. Which love style or styles do you closely match? Which one you like or match? Or matches your character? Right? You write the answer here and then discuss it. Prepare it fast. 2. Which love styles would be okay for your future partner? And which love styles would you avoid when looking for a partner? Write your answers down, the notes. Right? All right. All right. Okay, and 3. If you found out your new boyfriend or girlfriend was a ludus or manic lover in previous relationships, would you still give him or her a chance to make a relationship with him or her? Do you? Right? Would you give him a chance? Write your answer here, yes or no. And then discuss these answers with a colleague. Right? Right. Now we come to next exercise, vocabulary, Fox number 1. The question, match words 1 to 5 here to their antonyms A to E here, to their antonyms. Now you write here A, B, C, D, E here, you write it. Right? The antonyms, which means the opposites. Right? Before you listen to my correct answers, what you do, you switch off the video, you work on your sheet, work on your own, and then you can come back to the video to check your answers. Okay? Now, switch off the video. Switch it off. Let me start. 1. Destroy. Destroy is B. Weak. You write weak. D. So you write B. Oh, sorry, D here. Weak. D. You write D. Just D. Number 2. Relevant. Relevant. The antonym, the opposite of relevant. Unimportant. Right? Unimportant. So you write E. You write here E. 3. Intense. Intense, the antonym, the opposite is D. D, weak. Oh, sorry, the first one, B. B is not weak. B is create. Sorry, here. I'm very sorry. Destroy, the antonym, B. You write B here. B, which is create. Destroy, create. Destroy, build. For example, to build, to create. Right? So B here. And 2, relevant, E, which is unimportant. We write here E. Now number 3, intense. Intense is D. D, weak. So we write here D. D. Number 4, passionate. Passionate, the antonym, which is the opposite, is C. Unemotional. Passionate means with the feelings. The opposite, right? C. We write C. Unemotional. It means without any kind of feelings. Without any feelings. Opposite. But here with feeling. Passionate. So we write here C. Number 5. Satisfying. Satisfying. The opposite or the antonym is A. We write A here, which is disappointing. Right? Disappointing. So we write A. Right? So what we do now, we stop for a while and then we come back to continue. Right? Sorry with this. Sorry here for this. Right, let's start, continue. So here, this exercise, match the words, now 6 to 10, to other synonyms here. We have more synonyms, F to J, right? Synonyms, which means the opposites. Synonyms means the same, right? The previous exercise was antonyms, which meant opposites, but now synonyms. Synonyms, we mean the same, same meaning. F to J, right? Now synonyms. Before I give you my correct answers, what you do, you switch off the video and try to do it on your own, on your sheet, right? After you finish, you may check your answers with the video. Okay, and now switch off the video, switch it off. Right? Right here, let me do this first. Right. So number 6, emphasize. To emphasize, same meaning or synonym is G. Right? Right, number G. Importance. Right, importance. 7, evolve. Evolve, the synonym, right, same meaning is J. To develop. To evolve means to develop. 8, wild. Wild as a synonym is I. Out of control. Right? Number 9, unappreciated. Unappreciated. Same meaning as F, not respected. Right? Unappreciated means not respected. Right. Number 10, saintly, same meaning, H, right? Angelic. Angelic. Right? Angelic. Right? According to the church, type of church, right? Right, sorry. Right. So, right? Okay, so to emphasize, G, importance, and to evolve, J, to develop. Number 8, wild, right? Wild is I, out of control, right? And unappreciated, number 9, same meaning is F, not respected. Number 10, saintly, which is H, angelic. Right, now you can switch on the video and try to check or to compare your answers, right? Right. Okay, next exercise now. Vocabulary here, Fox number 2, right? The question says here, right, use the dictionary entries to identify the correct meaning of these words as they are used in the text on pages 51 up to 52. Now, before I give you my correct answers, the same. What you do, switch off the video and try to work on your own, on your sheet. Right? Now, switch off the video, switch it off. Number 1, attract, which is mentioned in line 21. What's the meaning or definition for attract in the dictionary? You find it in the entry, which is 1B. Where is 1B? It's here. Right, the meaning number 1, part B. Let's read it. If it is clear, we try. To attract means usually passive, right? To interest someone in a romantic or sexual way. Example, be attracted to somebody, right? Another example, she is old enough now to be attracted to boys, right? So, to attract as a verb, the definition or to explain it in the dictionary as in the text, in the entry 1B. You find it in a dictionary 1B. Right? According to Macmillan. Right? According to Macmillan dictionary. Macmillan English Dictionary. Right? Let's carry on. Number 2. To write endure. To endure. Endure mentioned in line 39. According to this dictionary, the entry, it means to endure, it means A. You check A. What is A? It's here. Let's read it. A. Right. It means to endure, it means to last for a long time. Example, traditions that endure. Right. 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 Number 3. Dramatic, which is mentioned in line 55. The entry in the dictionary, entry number 1. Right. The meaning is in number 1. Right. Let's read it. Number 1, as dramatic. Dramatic, right, as an adjective here. It means sudden and surprising or easy to notice. Right. Example, a dramatic increase in sales. Right. Another example, the change in him was dramatic. Right. So dramatic as mentioned in line number 55 in this text. The definition or explanation as in the dictionary number 1, the entry number 1, right? Number 4, question number 4. Fixed in line 80. The definition as in the text, entry number 1. Let's read entry number 1 here. It means, right, fixed. Fixed, it's as an adjective here, number 1. Something such as an amount, date or time that is fixed, has been agreed on and will not change. An example, a fixed price. Another example, the contract is for a fixed period of 3 years. Another example, the interest rate on the loan is fixed. Right? So that was for these examples as identification or explanation for some words mentioned in the text, right, according to Macmillan Dictionary, this one. Right? Next page, next exercise. Grammar now. Right. Now we have a grammar. Grammar. Right. In that clauses. Right. In that clauses. Now let's read. Clauses with in that, right, with the phrase in that, give an explanation of the preceding clause. They are common when making comparisons. So we use in that for what? Comparisons. Example. Pragma lovers are similar to Storgy in that they put less emphasis on romance. Another example for in that. Eros lovers are different from Lodus in that they are only attracted to specific types of people. Now we have exercise on the use of in that. Grammar 1. The question. Match the sentence halves to make logical statements. Right here, for example, we read the sentence and we choose the other half of the sentence from A or B or C or D. We write it here. We write A or B or C or D. And then the same for sentences 2, 3, and 4. Now, before I give you my correct answers, what you do, you switch off the video and try to work on your own. Okay? Now, switch off the video, switch it off. Let me read. Number 1. The United States is similar to Canada in that, we go to C. We write C here. In that, English is the most commonly spoken language. Yeah. They are similar in a language. They are similar in a language, which is English. So we write C here. Number 2. Canada is different from the United States in that B. We write B here. In that it has 2 official languages, English and French. So the difference between America and Canada is that Canada has 2 official languages, which are French and English. But they are similar that in America you find English and in Canada you find English. 3. Field hockey is similar to ice hockey, right? Field hockey is a sport, is similar to ice hockey. In that, right, we write A. The other half is A. In that, players use sticks to hit the ball or what we call puck, right? So here we write A. 4. Let's read. Field hockey is different from the ice or from ice hockey in that, we write D here, in that as a difference, it uses a penalty card system for players who break the rules. Players who break the rules in field hockey, they take red cards and to be sent out of the field. So we write D here. Right? Next exercise. Now you compare your answers. Switch on the video and compare your answers. Grammar 2. Complete the sentences with information about you now here. About yourself. Right? Oh, it's about yourself. Complete the sentences with information about you. You read it. You read each sentence and complete with phrases or words about yourself. For example, number 1. I am similar to my what? To my friend or to my father. In that, why similar? Write reason. 2. I am different from my who? Brother, father, mother, or friend. In that, why? The reason for difference. 3. My university life is different from my secondary school life. In that, what's the difference between university life and school life? Write it here. 4. My life now is different from from 5 years ago. In that, why it's different? Your life now. Write here. And then read them, record yourself reading, and send it to your colleagues, your friends, to give you a review, right? To give you their opinion. Use Viber or use WhatsApp. Okay? Good. Grammar 3. Let me read for you. Write 3 more sentences using in that, and then discuss your answers with a partner. Now you write full sentences. Have, and then in that, and the reason. How it's different or how it's the same. How is it similar, how it's different, and so on. Right? 3 sentences about something according to your life here. Write them and then read them, record yourself, and send it to your colleagues using Viber or WhatsApp to give you a review. Right? Right. Let's go to the next. Effective skills here. Personalization. Personalization. Okay? Now, let me read for you. Right? You have a first date with someone that you are very interested in. Attracted to. It means attracted to or you love someone. And you have first date with that person. The question, what would you worry about the most? Right. Brainstorm a list with your partner. Right. Try to write phrases and words or things that you are worried about. Right. About the new person. For example, you say, I would worry about, for example, how I wear clothes, or I would worry about the way I will speak to you, right, and so on. Something, or write it here. The new text. Does the text mention the problems you discussed? Let's see. The text, new text, let me read for you. For the perfect first date. First date, first appointment with someone you are interested to. Let me read for you. You finally did it. You have a date with that perfect someone whom you have had your eye on for weeks. Finally, you have the chance to start what could be a great romance that may even turn out to be the love of your life. But what if the date doesn't go well? What if you say the wrong thing? What if he or she finds you bring? In short, what if you borrow it? Or so, what if you blow it? Blow it means you ruin it, you make it goes bad. Next. For most people, first dates can be extremely stressful. So, what can you do to increase your odds of success, right? Your chances of success. The following are some tips. Tips means advice. Some tips that can help you land the guy or girl of your dreams, right? First tip, first advice, number one, have the right attitude. What does that mean, to have the right attitude? Let's read. You'll find dating to be a much more pleasurable and rewarding experience if you just relax and try to have fun. If you feel a lot of pressure for the date to succeed, you'll probably be too tense and not make a good impression. Going to the other extreme, pretending not to care at all, can be even worse. Think, right here. Think of dating as simply as fun. Think of dating as simply a fun opportunity to get to know people and yourself. If things work out, great. If they don't, you will learn from the experience, right? And do better next time. Smile. Stay upbeat, and let yourself have fun, right? Next advice or next tip, choose the right place. The usual dinner and cinema is not always the best choice for a first date. You can't really get to know someone while your eyes are glued to a cinema screen. Also, if the file happens to be bad, it can create a negative mood for the whole date. Make the date special by going to where? By going to what? By going to a museum or art gallery, right? Or any outdoor event, right? The atmosphere is pleasant and peaceful, and is easy to make conversation by chatting about the interesting things you see in these places. Amusement parks can also be a good choice, as they make most people feel lively and carefree. The perfect mood to create if you want to start a romance. Right. Next tip or advice, number 3. Let your partner do most of the talking. What does it mean here? You leave the other partner to talk more. One major source of stress on dates is keeping the conversation lively and interesting. The last thing you want on a date is an awkward silence. However, don't talk about yourself all night long either, right? You will come across as either arrogant or insecure. People who really do have ability and confidence do not need to advertise it, right? No need to advertise it means no need to talk about it all the time. Try to focus the conversation on the other person and be an attentive listener, right? Not only does this make the conversation interesting for your partner, but you will also get to know the person much better, right? What does that mean? It means, right? It means that's why you are on the date in the first place. Remember. Number 4, or tip number 4, or advice number 4, talk about the right things. What does that mean? A lot of people make the mistake of asking questions only about typical and predictable topics, such as school and family. These are the standard questions like, how long have you lived here? And so, how do you like your classes this term? Or these questions are not bad, but if you only ask this kind of a question, you will find your date yawning and looking at his or her watch often. Right? Next paragraph. Questions that demand a little thinking and lead to interesting answers are the key. Example, what activities do you do that make you most relaxed? Okay, if you had an extra hour of free time each day, how would you spend it? This kind of a question helps people open up and overcome being shy or nervous. Before the date, have a number of questions like this in mind that you can ask when things start to get a bit slow. Be prepared to answer those questions yourself as well. Right, next paragraph. Right. Otherwise, try to find a topic that both of you find interesting and let the conversation flow from there. If you can't find any topics that you have in common, you probably do not have much of a chance for a good relationship anyway. Right, last paragraph. Finally, don't ask or talk about previous relationships. People who talk about their previous relationships usually haven't got over them yet. If you complain about your ex or your date, will think you still have some emotional issues and are not ready for a new relationship. Right? So what you do now, you try to do the same. Try to read loud, record yourself reading, right? And after you finish, if you like it, send it to your colleagues, right? Next page. Now, next question, comprehension, right? Here we have the last page of Unit 5, yeah. Lecture number 6, Unit 5, yes. Which of these situations follow the advice in the text? Explain your answers. We have 4 right situations. Which 2 are about the text? Right? Before I give you my answers, you switch off the video. Switch it off. Number 1. Ken takes his date to the zoo. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this one. This one is explained in the text. Right? And number 3 as well. Right? Kimberly asks her date which famous person here he respects the most. Again, Kimberly asks her date which famous person he respects the most. Right? Okay. Next now, understanding vocabulary from the text. Right? Right. What we have here. Match the expressions now, in bold in the text, 1 to 10, to their meanings A to J here. Right? Without using a dictionary. You try to do it without using a dictionary. Okay? So we read here and take A or B up to J and write it here. Right? As what? As the meaning. These are the meaning for these. You write it here. You write A or B or C or D up to J. Now, before I give you my correct answers, what you do, you switch off the video and try to work on your own. Work on your sheet. Okay? Right? Now, switch off the video. Switch it off. Now, let me read number 1. 1. Have your eye on something. The meaning, J. So we write J here. What does it mean? Have your eye on something? It means have something you plan or wish to obtain. Right, here, J. Next, number 2, blow it. What does it mean? It's D. We write D here. D. Let me read. Blow it means fail, lose a good opportunity. right? You fail or you lose it. 3. Land. What does it mean, land? F. Land in the text, it means achieve something you desire. Achieve something you desire. F. You write F. 4. Stay upbeat. Sorry, stay upbeat. Stay upbeat. It means here C. We write C. C. Remain positive. Stay upbeat. It means remain positive. C. 5. Eyes are glued to. It means A. You write A here. What's A? Focus on something strongly. So eyes are glued to. It means focus on something strongly. You write A. 6. Come across as. Come across as. It's a G. It's a G. You write G here. It means be perceived as, to give a certain impression. Right? You write G. 7. In the first place. In the first place in the text, it means E. You write E. It means initially the original situation. The original situation. In the first place, the original situation. Initially, the original situation. So 8. Open up. What does it mean in the text? It means H. You write H. It means talk freely about your feelings, not be private. Open up, not be private. Right? So you write H here. 9. Have in common. What does it mean in the text, have in common? Right? It means I. It means sharing the same interests. Sharing the same interests. So you write I here. 10. Get over someone. Get over someone, you write B. Same meaning as in B. It means forget about past problems and be happy. Right? So you write B here. Right? So that's all for this unit and for this lecture. What we have in the next page here, let me check with you. Right, very good. Here we have the answer key for everything we have had in this unit, in this text, in unit 5. All these are the answers. Here, pre-reading number 1, comprehension 1, comprehension 2, vocabulary focus 1 and 2, grammar 1, comprehension, and the last, understanding vocabulary from context. Right? Right? Which we have just had now. Right? Good. Right. Very good. Right. What else on the next page here? Let me check with you. Right. Here, it's an extra exercise for you to work on. You can work on this extra exercise. You read and try to answer. What is it about? Love attitudes scale. For example, 1. Read the statements and score them as follows. Right. You write 1. You write 1, which means false, or you write 2, mostly false, or 3, unsure, or 4, mostly true, or 5, true. Right? You write numbers. Right? Answer the questions with your current or most recent partner in mind, or say what you think your answers might be. Right? Right. So you can do this exercise. Right? You can do it together with your friend and your colleague and so on. Okay? And we say that's all for this lecture, for unit 5, lecture number 6. We stop here. Thank you very much. Good luck. See you inshallah. Goodbye.